guys, Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to fantastic Friday. It really is an extraordinary day here in Connecticut, and I can't wait to get out and ride the bike. You saw the thumbnail. I wasn't going to do this. I'm not sure if it's my place to do it, a memorial type of thing, but the outpouring of comments and just love for Jerry has been blowing up my computer. And act like it's not happening, I can't do that. So I am going to do this now, and we'll see how it goes. It's still early in the morning. I haven't played a note, so let's see how that works. And there we go. Anyway, what a warm-up. Monster double C's. Run you through some barbed wire in first characteristic study, Ace, and then you caress the baby. Very, very few, if any, systems could do all three. On one mouthpiece, different trumpets, no warm-up, nah, hasn't been done. Anyway, yeah, guys, the outpouring has been extraordinary. And I couldn't thank you enough. Not only for Jerry, but for me. Hundreds of people. Ralph, you all right? Ralph, my thoughts and prayers are with me. Yeah, it hit me. There's no question. But guys, I can't thank you enough, and I had to say something. Now, with that said, the scope and the effect that Jerry had on the trumpet and brass world is not to be believed. I'm going to say in our lifetime, in the history of brass, has there been more people? Yes, there's been a few that had more of an effect on the brass world and trumpet world than Jerry. Yes. I'm going to say Arbin. I mean, every trumpet player that ever lived played Arbin, and along with trombone players and tuba players, and I'm going to go with Arbin. Okay? Then I'm going to go with Vacchiano. I mean, for the longest time, anybody who was anybody studied with Vacchiano. And his resume is, I mean, who's who of the trumpet world. Everybody from Miles to Phil Smith and everybody in between, myself, right? And I'm sure there's more. And I'm not making a list. I'm not making a list. But the way that Jerry affected the trumpet world and the brass world, first of all, with his instrument design. His first year out of the box, with his first instrument ever, he sold 350 trumpets the first year. That's been more trumpets in 1 year than Bach has ever done. I mean, right out of the box. Since that time, the jazz, the soloist, the Sima, right through the, I mean, trumpet design from a mini manufacturer. I mean, it's not a big conglomerate. It's a little mom and pop manufacturing situation. I mean, extraordinary. Thousands of mouthpieces. Thousands of mouthpieces. Okay? And the pedagogy, amazing. And the people that he touched, everything from the highest level of music to the lowest comeback player or student, touched us all. I'll give you a few names. I mean, it's the who's who of the music business. Maurice Andre, loved him. They were on a first name basis. Whenever he would come to town, he would get backstage passes. They would hug, talk. I mean, just unbelievable. Maurice Andre sent his son to study with Jerry. Now, what more respect can you possibly get than Maurice Andre would send his son? Armando Catala took several lessons with him, sent him dozens of students. John Ware, when his chops were down, took several lessons with him, sent him dozens of students. Peter Masurs from the Concertgebouw Orchestra. I mean, what an extraordinary player. Used his trumpets and his mouthpiece, and again, sent his son to study with him. I mean, I can go right down the list. It's an extraordinary amount of people. And that's the orchestral guys. Okay? You want to talk commercial guys? How about Lou Soloff? How about Marvin Stamm? How about Alan Rubin? You want to get more contemporary? How about Herb Smith from the Rochester Philharmonic? That may just have the best chops of any orchestral player right now. I mean, double C's, jazz, all the orchestral work, solo work, definitely the best chops. If it's not the most style, I mean, contemporary freelance. How about Ray Rosario in New York? How about Mike Panella in New York? How about Matt Goulihan in New York? All of them studied with him. All of them use his trumpets and his mouthpieces. I mean, it's a who's who. We've had comments, everybody from Wayne Bargeron. I mean, my email is full of this testimonies. This is from Andrea Tefanelli, the great Italian high-note trumpet player. It all came in Italian, and a buddy of mine translated it for me. I mean, it goes on, and thank you for more. I mean, what a great man, da-da-da. I think he will continue to manufacture trumpets in paradise for Satchmo, Harry James, Maurice Andre. Thanks again, Jerry. A super strong hug. Tefanelli. I mean, dozens of this, okay? Dozens of this. I mean, who affected the trumpet world like this? And that's not just trumpet. Jim Decker, former principal trombone with the Honolulu Symphony, now professor of trumpet at Texas Tech. Keith Underwood, one of the greatest flute soloists in the world. It's the same. It is the definitive technique. The definitive technique, the definitive trumpets are the best trumpets and the best mouthpieces. Again, Vacchiano had the students. He didn't have the mouthpieces. He didn't. I mean, you're going to go top 10. Influential. I'm not saying the greatest trumpet player in the world. He would be the first one to say, no, that's not his thing. He was a clinician. He was a manufacturer. That was his thing. A pedagogist. That was his thing. And hard to say, too many were much better. I'm forgetting people. That's not the point. That's not the point at all. But his reach, his scope, his pedagogy was extraordinary, reaching all over the world, all levels of the music business, all over the countries. Brazil, he's a legend in Brazil. Australia, huge, mate. I mean, all over Europe. He took 7 trips to Germany. Gunter Betz, they love him. Canada, Japan, Yamaha. Yamaha was pleading with him to come on staff. But he wouldn't do it because they wouldn't give him carte blanche to make a Calet trumpet, Calet/Yamaha trumpet. They would cherry pick, well, we'll take your leader pipe, but we won't take your bell. He wouldn't do it. On and on and on. On and on and on. To know him is to love him. Sweet, humble, brilliant. I mean, a certifiable genius. IQ above 160, a lot above 160. Finance, financial genius. I mean, we're lucky to have known him. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and a tribute. And we'll be back to the regular stuff on Monday. Enough of the morning. He wouldn't want this. Guys, students, my double C's are coming out of everywhere. There are just double C's